Good afternoon, welcome to a match of Dota 2. This is the finals of the GosuCup Asia. We're going to have the finals between Flash Esports versus Orange Esports. It's a best out of 3. This is game number 1 with Orange on the Radiant side, Flash on the Dire side. First pick going towards the Radiant and therefore also first ban, of which Orange is thinking about right now. And they need to think about this because this tournament, or this cup, is gonna be worth for the winning team $500. The second place will get $300, and the third place decider, which will be played later, is gonna be $200, and then we will be casting the third place decider as well. So stay tuned for that after this best out of 3. By the way, in case you want to wait a second. Oh, okay, I'm back. In case you want to watch this game inside the client, you can. Spectators are open. You can go inside the in-game chat channel called Sheever, so just after my name, and you can click on my name, click on View Dota Profile, then click on my name again, and then click Watch Game, and then you can be in the game, and you can watch it here, and you can also, of course, hear me there because I have my in-game audio on as well. Sorry for the cat sounds. We have got ourselves a Darkseer ban, as well as a Rubik and a Lycanthrope ban. I mean, we have seen Lycanthrope banned before, but the games where he wasn't banned, he wasn't picked up either. So, a bit surprising to see that one being banned out there. Let's see the last ban coming out from Flash Esports. I mean, both of these teams made it into via a long way. There were 207 teams. And this is the last 2 teams remaining. They made it into a very long way into this finals. So I will be expecting some good matches as Flash Esports. They were able to beat out Invasion in the previous match in the best out of 3 in the semifinals. For the other semifinals, Orange were able to beat Hirosh. So it will be for the third place decider. It will be Invasion versus Hirosh. So that will be a good match as well. Also will be a best out of 3. We have got ourselves a Naga Siren as the last ban coming out from esports. Sorry, Flash Esports. That is. They're both esports. They're familiar names, as in similar names. I mean, we still have a lot of heroes in the pool that we normally see picked up very fast, or maybe sometimes even banned out. I mean, something like the Rubik, the Shrek, Tide. Nature's Prophet has been first picked by Orange as well as by Flash, I believe, earlier this day.
10 seconds remaining.
And I believe Flash even played him with Nature's Prophet and Tinker and just go global strat and global pushing strategy. But we'll see what they're going to be throwing at us here. As it looks like Orange for their first pick, and they do pick up the Nature's Prophet again. So going to be going for some pushing power there. Let's see how Flash is going to be replying to that pickup. If they're going to be going for that team fight, want to get that Templar Assassin perhaps as well. Also a hero that is being picked up fairly early and of course has that very damaging mid-game play that you can have if she gets a decent start. She doesn't even need to have a good start, just a decent start is enough. If she gets face boot, she is happy.
10 seconds remaining.
But let's see what they will be going for here. I mean, Teamfight Tidehunter is just... he's been in so many of the winning sides lately. Insane. So I'm kinda, I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of Tidehunter, can you tell? He makes for good plays, especially since Flash actually played a Tidehunter in their semi-finals, and we were able to watch the last 10 minutes of it or so. Tidehunter actually had a blink dagger as well as a refresher orb, so nice matches for those for sure. But Flash taking their time. I mean, they're already halfway through their bonus time, and they're really thinking these picks through. I do believe that on paper the fan favorites would be Orange, and Flash would be a bit of the underdog here. But I mean, people know Flash as well, and we know what they can throw out a good game. But maybe they feel slightly under pressure. Who knows? We have got the Templar Assassin picked up, so that is at least one of the 2, and only one left, and this is almost all of their bonus time. And they pick up the Venomancer, which is of course a hero that you don't want to have if you are, or don't want to have against you if you are a Templar Assassin. At the same time, they're kind of being forced into that support not really a bad support at all. I mean, it's still nice, but they are getting deprived of their Tidehunter or Leshrac, whichever they wanted to pick up. Of course, Leshrac is also a bit of a counter, semi-counter in team fights towards the Templar Assassin, because Refraction will be off there very fast. And so, I mean, Le Shrek and Tidehunter could be picked up here by Orange, and that will leave them with the start of a solid trial, and if they want to go for that. And Tidehunter could be solo, of course, as well, but... Oh... Yeah, Tidehunter still, but Vet Rider, consider the counter towards the Templar Assassin, solo mid versus solo mid. And I really like the Vet Rider. I like that he, I mean, he got a bit buffed, so he gets a lot more play than he used to. Actually, he gets play, and he used to not get play. Well, maybe sometimes. EG picked him up a couple of times with Demon playing him. I'm sure you have seen/heard about that one. But yeah, other than that, I mean, since the patch, he's been having a lot of playtime, and I really enjoy seeing him play, because he also is a playmaker, and I like playmakers. Tidehunter is a playmaker. Brewmaster picked up by Flash here. I mean, Brewmaster is... I'm gonna regret saying this, but he's kind of the same type of hero as the Tidehunter, and I don't mean that in Ravage and stuns and stuff. I mean, as soon as he's level 6, he's gonna try to use his ultimate to get kills. Tidehunter will do the same. Of course, Tidehunter will do it in a bit more of a team fight scenario, while Brewmaster will probably jump on anybody he sees who is alone. But yeah, he is one of those heroes that can be very aggressive as soon as he gets level 6. And the Templar Assassin, same type of hero, as at least around level 6, 7. If she has a decent start, she will be able to roam around and get kills with that, with phase boots if she has that. A good hero to complement that lane with, or complement that lineup with for Flash. I wouldn't mind seeing a Bounty Hunter for them, because they have a lot of mid-game, and I'm not sure if they would want to go for a hard late game carry still, but having that Bounty Hunter to give the Brewmaster and Templar Assassin, just everybody more gold, is definitely a nice thing to have, and I do think that will be a good hero to be adding to the lineup. But we'll see. I'm way ahead of this, because we're first in the ban phase, second ban phase. Lone Druid getting banned out by Orange. They are feeling like Orange needs some solo lanes. You have a Templar Assassin who's going to be solo, Brewmaster who can be together with that Venomancer on a dual lane. So Flash could either still go for something in the jungle, or still a dual lane, or making that Brewmaster into a tri lane. They still have a lot of options left. And there still are all the jungle heroes in the pool. And now they ban out the Lich. So that kind of indicates that we're going to see a hard carry. Lich is one of those heroes that can deny someone farm, and I mean, you don't really want to have someone that is denying your farm if you're going to be playing a hard carry on that lane. So maybe we're going to see a hard carry now that they've banned out the Tide. But having said that, of course, Orange sees them banning out the Tide, thinking, hey, why would they ban out the Lich? Why would they ban out the Lich? Maybe that is because of the hard carry. Maybe we're going to see Orange banning out hard carries because of that. Maybe something like a Faceless Void, just those kind of heroes that they don't want to be facing. I mean, they might be able to deal with an anti-mage because they can just lasso him. Same thing goes for a Morphling, for example.
5 seconds
But Faceless Void, I mean, he's going to Chronosphere you, and you're not going to be able to get out of that one before you die. It's going to actually be the Bounty Hunter that gets banned out. That's a bit of a shame, because I did say it was a good addition towards the Flash lineup, but apparently Orange thought so as well, so they banned him out. That's a bit of a shame. But yeah, no carry ban out just yet. Let's see what Flash wants to ban out here. Let's see, taking their time. And they don't have that much time left. I mean, yeah, they have still 30 seconds left for their normal time, but I mean, their bonus time, they only have 19 seconds. And you see Orange, they've only used 2 seconds of their bonus time. I believe that was for their first pick or something, but really, Orange having a lot of time having time to think about those last 2 picks. And I hope for Flash that Orange is indeed going to use that time, because I think Flash kind of wants that time too.
Orange's turn to ban.
And if Orange takes long over their draft, then Flash has some extra time to think about theirs as well. We have got a Brood Mother ban out. It's very thoughtful of Flash, because then I won't be tripping over my tongue saying Brewmaster, Brood Mother, and hopefully the Beastmaster gets banned out as well. That would be nice. And it's not private. The game is not private. You can watch the game. Just click on my Dota profile and click on my name, and then click on watch game if you can't do it the normal way.
10 seconds
But yeah. Let's see, last banner from Orange. Is it going to be another solo lane? There's still so many solo lanes in. Like, if you want to be banning out some sort of solo lane, actually, they ban out the Enigma. So, not wanting to have that one, not wanting to face that one in the jungle. As I did say, that Flash still has a lot of options for the lanes, so still has that space for a jungle hero. And Enigma could fit in that perfectly. Of course, he could have also been on a solo lane, but just a hero that they do not want to face. They already have the Titan Tracer team fight. They don't want any more. They want to have a carry probably, and well, something else is we're not sure yet what they're gonna do. I mean, Bedrider is gonna be solo lane in mid. Nature's Prophet could be solo laning, and then a tri lane with the Titan and two others. And you don't really want to have, or maybe dual lane if you want to have a jungle hero, but you don't really want to have an Enigma there anymore. Disruptor will be banned out here. That might indicate that we will see a Wisp. Disruptor is of course a counter towards that Wisp because of the glimpse. We'll see if Flash wants to pick it up here. At the same time, Orange can now think, okay, you know what, they're thinking about picking up the Wisp. Let's pick up the Wisp instead. But we'll find out. We'll find out. As well, like I said, Orange still has plenty of time to think about these drafts, so they really don't need to rush it. And I mean, if we think about their lanes, they still have a lot of options because both Tidehunter and Nature's Prophet could solo. Nature's Prophet could also go into the jungle if really needed, and well, Tidehunter could also be on a tri lane, could be on a dual lane. There's so many options right now for Orange. I mean, let's see what they're going to go for. And of course, we didn't have any hard carries banned out here, so no Faceless Void, well, no Faceless Void banned out, but there's still a Faceless Void in the game. As well as the Ant-Mage or any other carry that you can think of, kinda. Apart from the ones that got banned out. Ooh. Let's see, though. I mean, they're really taking their time right now, and like I said, they can do that. Of course, as I also said, like, Flash will take this time to think about their draft, and they shouldn't be needing too much time anymore, depending on how surprising the picks of Orange are going to be, how unorthodox they're going to be, because if they're going to be very unorthodox, then maybe Flash wants to rethink what they are aiming for right here. But normally, you kind of already have an idea of what you'll be wanting to go for. "17 seconds, they've really taken their time. 15 seconds left for the last, or second last pick for Orange.
10 seconds remaining.
Before they are randoming.
5 seconds.
And this is Sand King. Okay, so we're gonna see probably a trailing with a ranged hero. Because having Tidehunter and Sand King, I mean, maybe they still want to. Nah, they can't. Nah, I'm thinking maybe they were still gonna go for Leshrac and just go hard pushing the lineup of Flash. Could be the case, but then you have to deal with the Venomancer and his wards. And I say Leshrac because Sandkin Leshrac is of course a very nice lane to have. But not sure yet if that's actually going to be the case. We'll find out though. At least there's going to be more stuns because of course they have the disable in the form of a lasso. They've got the Ravage and the Sprout, but no real hard stuns. So that will be the Sand King doing that job. And the Chen will be picked up by Flash, so they still have their jungle hero secured. And that means that they will just be needing one solo lane. As again, that Bounty Hunter, it's a shame is no longer in. Otherwise, that would be the perfect complement there. But Beastmaster can still be the case as well as we can run a Queen of Pain Puck. I mean, there's still so many options in there. Last pick for Orange, though. I do think it needs to be a hero with some right-click damage there. I mean, maybe even a Mirana or something like that. Mirana wouldn't even be that big a bit of a choice. I mean, if Sniper or Ranger, I mean, I mentioned them, but I don't think they're gonna be picked up. It would be nice if they did. Shadow Fiend, perhaps even. He got a buff. He got a buff also. And that's Tinker. Okay, that's not the one I was expecting. That makes me rethink these lanes because Tinker is normally one that we see solo. Even though I have to say, last game that we did see him in today, he was on a tri lane or semi-tri lane at least, one in the jungle and one helping him out in the lane. And we might see the same thing. Of course, Tinker in that case can safely farm up, and will be able to continue to get his boots of travel up very fast. But we'll find out if that's actually going to be the case. I mean, yeah, they have a lot of options for their lanes.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's not make myself look as more of a fool by calling them all wrong.
Reserve time.
Flash going into reserve time. 16 seconds left. I have to say, I do love that these teams are just now using up all the time that they have. It shows, it shows that they really are taking this like super serious. Like, ooh, hello Queen of Pain. So that will be the solo lane that they go for. I do like it. They have mid game versus mid game, but then mid game with team fight. I mean, we don't really have any hard carries. I like it. Oh, ow, that's not handy. I'm gonna be switching overlays because we want to see the entire map. There it is. Did that work properly? Yes, it did. Thank you. And we're waiting until everybody has picked up their hero, and then we can jump ourselves into the game. Looks like Orange has 2 people that are still left to pick up their hero. And for the person in the chat, you are lucky, because we are going to see Batrider being played by Yamate. Good times. Which might indicate that Batrider might not be in the mid lane.
10 seconds. 10 seconds remaining.
But maybe Tinker in the mid lane, because KYX is normally the mid lane hero for Orange, so... well, actually, I have seen Yamate do that as well. But maybe they switch it around a bit. But let's see who's playing what, and we can discuss or see the rest later, rather. We have KS playing the Brewmaster. Templar Assassin played by Iwa. Sorry. DSF is going to be played by, is going to be playing the Queen of Pain. We have MLG on the Chen, and Henkiki is going to be playing the Venomancer for Flash on the Dire side. And we jump ourselves over to the Radiant side, where we see KYXY actually, I was gonna say, they are switching around here like crazy. They're still switching. I'm just waiting until they're done switching. Are they done switching? Thank you. KYXI is gonna be play. Never mind. Now they're done switching. I hope. Thank you. KYXY is going to be playing the Tinker. We have Yamate indeed on the Batrider. X is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet. Ice will be playing the Sand King, and that will leave Ice, who is standing in for Orange in this match, playing the Tidehunter. And that will be the resumed game. So that will be the game starting after the pause has ended. And of course, game starting means the finals have also finally started. Best out of 3, game number 1, Flash versus Orange. Which one will be going to go to the second game with the game up? That's the question right now. Let's see where people are gonna go. Always try to check with the items where people are gonna be going. Batrider might not be going mid. It might, yeah, that's probably gonna go mid actually. Sand King going towards the bottom lane together with the Tinker. So Tinker might be on the trail lane indeed. If the Tidehunter is gonna be going there as well. Tidehunter for now is gonna be roaming towards the top lane, so we might have a dual lane there with the Nature's Prophet, but Nature's Prophet could go into the jungle too, and then Tidehunter goes solo lane. We have seen that before, and Tidehunter is one of those heroes that can survive that. So that could be the case. With Tidehunter solo top, dual lane bot, and of course Nature's Prophet in the jungle, which... Oh, I never saw the Dodo doing that animation. Let's see if he does it again. Come on, do it again. Okay, but that does mean that that we're gonna see Nature's Prophet into the jungle, which is actually quite needed as well, because of course the Chen is in the jungle. I did it again, but the Chen is in the jungle for for the Dire side, which will mean that they have that solid jungle hero are getting golden experience in that jungle, while the Radiant side does not have that, or did not have that maybe, but with the Nature's Prophet they do have that, making it even once more. So Sand King, Tinker, bottom lane, gonna be up versus the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain should be able to get some solid last hits, even though she will get harassed slightly. I don't think she should be dying though. I mean, with her blink, should be quite safe. It will be Venomancer, who is warding, is now roaming towards the top lane, probably again, maybe trying to help out the Templar Assassin a bit. Templar Assassin, who is of course versus the Batrider. We have the top lane Tidehunter there, and he is going to be up for the Brewmaster. That's going to get supported by the Venomancer, and Chen will be in the jungle for Flash. And that will be the lanes going off for this match. And we were waiting again for a pause. I don't think we had a reason for the pause. Nope. No reason for the pause. I wonder why everybody's blinking there. I mean, we just saw that Nature's Prophet blinked here, indicating that maybe they have... I mean, this is exactly where the ward is. You don't see me drawing on the map, but you see me drawing on the minimap. I'm fascinated. But yeah, I have to say the wards are quite nice. There's a Radiant ward here to check out the rune, and also aggressive on the lane to see when Queen of Pain is where, and stuff like that. With the Dire ward already here, just in case someone comes ganking, and of course covering that rune spot as well. And we're gonna see how the teams are gonna be doing, because laning phase will be pretty important in this one. Of course, Tidehunter wants to get his experience. I mean, he is up for as a hero that, like I said, is basically both of these want to reach level 6 as fast as possible. That's basically the case. And of course, Brewmaster wants to get some farm with that as well, because if he would get mana boots and a blink dagger at the same time, would be ideal. But you want to get those mana boots, you want to be able to, oh hello, Queen of Pain, you're taking a lot of damage here. No burrow strike yet, but you should be lucky. Pops herself. I was thinking, well, she's taking a lot of damage there. This middle lane seems to be left alone also, but now a gank is coming off from Flash, and they want to be going towards this side. Hunter has been put in the lane. He has to back off right now. He's going to be taking a Gale soon if he's not careful. Here comes the Gale, and then hits still. Right clicks, he's going to just try to 3P out. Should be fine, nobody can interrupt that one. And he is safe. Good call. If he started running, he probably would have died. In the meantime, Queen of Pain again. Here comes Burst Strike. No, Blink Away was faster. But now Burst Strike is on, Blink is on cooldown for another 5 seconds. Should be fine though, getting harassed away. Just this will be what the Sand King is going to be doing here the entire time, trying to chase her off. Right clicking, burrow striking when possible, and when seemingly well, susceptible for a gank or for some rockets. But other than that, he will just be getting lasers hitting. It's just be harassing. I mean, yes, levels is nice to give all to KYXY, but he will want to get his gold up fast. We will want to get his boots of travel. That is the most important thing right now. Not how much experience Sand King is gonna be stealing. Of course, Sand King does not have that much experience just yet. He's still level 1, with KYXY being level 3, so that's a difference already there. But I mean, it's not bad if Sand King does steal some experience, because Sand King as well as Tidehunter, and yeah, as well as Tidehunter, is just a hero that needs those levels. And without those levels, he's not going to be doing that much good. You want to have that level 2/3 burrow strike, purely because the range otherwise is just so short and you can't really do anything with it. And of course, Epicenter is pretty important as well, but the burrow strike a bit more important in this case. As we're going to have Chen already being annoying with his Wildkin, able to harass this Batrider away from the lane slightly, or at least away from his comfort zone. With the Templar Assassin able to get some last hit there. 4 for 2 for the Templar Assassin, with 13 for 6 for the Batrider, so massive difference there. As we have got Tidehunter level 2, took a Gale again, and Brewmaster level 3, so it is Brewmaster here that's getting the better out of this combination. No surprise though, I mean 2 versus 1. Tidehunter already happy that he's got a level 2. In the meantime, Tidehunter himself doesn't have any last hits, well has 4, but I do believe that's the jungle creeps. But 13 last hits on that Brewmaster. Doing good and keeping par with the Tinker as well as with the Batrider who are in the middle lane. Tinker and Batrider being on top of the charts right now, so bottom and mid lane are definitely in favor of Orange right now. And if you would ask me where is going to be first blood, I do think that this Queen of Pain is quite dangerous here. I mean, oh, burrow strike hits. That's going to be first blood maybe. Yeah, oh, nice blink! Major Prophet TPing to the wrong side, and Queen of Pain should be out. 7 seconds, there's no burrow strike. Rockets will fly though. Air gonna hit, and that's first blood going to KYXY. And I have to say, like, she warded here as well as here, exactly at the spots where the wards were. And that worries me slightly. There is, of course, a delay on the streams, but, you know, maybe she noticed that she was visible earlier. But, for now, it didn't really work into her favor. I mean, she died, she gave first blood to the Tinker, who had rockets flying in to meet and greet her. And she was trying to get away from that one. And that puts more gold into KYXY's pocket. He's almost got his blink, his boot to travel already. Doesn't even go for a soul ring first. Just needs his 600 gold to get to his boot to travel. In the meantime, Tidehunter has decided to rotate elsewhere and is just going to kill off creeps because he's not going to be able to do anything on the top lane, and he will want to get his level 6. Batrider in the meantime, level 5, he picked up a haste rule, level 5 also on the Templar Assassin, 11 for 4 on the Templar Assassin, with 23 for 7 up on this Batrider. Well, so for last hits, this Batrider is getting ahead, and the harassment is on the Templar Assassin, who does of course have a magic stick, but apparently doesn't want to be getting all too close. In the meantime, top tier 1 tower getting pressured, Venom and supports helping out. Venomizer trying to scout if someone's there, and Tidehunter is of course there, but you know, just harassment going through. Or is it just harassment? That is the question. Is there going to be a kill? Yes, there is. But he's already safe at his tier 2. Creep wave getting cleared up, and they just decide to go for the tier 1 instead. Should be dropping again as well. I mean, with the Wildkin Tornado just harassing the creeps as soon as they come, which they won't just yet. The next creep wave already coming in for the dire side. This will mean a tower in 6 minutes in or 5.5 minutes in. It's the dire gets the last hit, so the creeps get the last hit. The gold gets split in the meantime, and it's the Templar Assassin who's level 5 is going to get lassoed though, because it's the level 6 Bat Rider who's going to be sticky napalm. It's going to be put inside the fire. It's not going to be enough though, 4 sticks now. And the haste run trying to help out, but tower hitting though, and will be nothing. The tower gets the last hit.
The temple cannot protect.
It was so close.
That's why I'm here.
It was so close. In the meantime, Tidehunter in a lot of trouble, getting killed again. Right clicks again, going to try to TP out again. Should be fine again. In the meantime, what is not fine is the Templar Assassin who still went down to the Sand King coming in and getting a burst strike off, and gonna be able to get out of that one. In the meantime, tier 2 tower does get picked off here. Will probably die as well. I mean, next creeps nowhere in sight just yet. It should be coming shortly, but I don't think it's gonna be in time. And here comes Titan. This time he did die. TP incoming also from the Bat Rider, but he's not going to be in time. Nature's Prophet here as well. Kill hits on the Nature's Prophet. Level 4 versus level 4. Right clicks around, and that's a Chen going down, but this Nature's Prophet is going to go down as well. Brewmaster got level 6. Use it. Gets a stun up on the Bat Rider. Bat Rider in a lot of trouble. Will probably drop her as well, or will be able to get away. Trying to get away. Venomizer was doing their job. Brewmaster doing their work. There's a tornado, and there is he back, and that is Brewmaster getting a kill. Double kill for him. Quite surprised his tower is still standing, 55 HP. Here comes the Tide again, gonna try to deny the tower, but Brewmaster is already here. Gush still hits, but then that's the last hit, that's a TP out, and that should be fine as well. Tidehunter, of course, that was the first time that he died, but I do feel like he shouldn't have to die, to be fair. He could have just stood back a bit more. TP's in came a bit too late to help him out there. 1800 gold up on the Brewmaster, who was probably building towards a fast Blink Dagger, so having his level 6 with a Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots, of course, I did say that was the plan. It would be very nice for him to get that indeed, because that would just give him that slight edge. The edge also that Templar Assassin wants to have. Templar Assassin who did pick up Phase Boots and has died once, of course, but is doing okay now, especially with the double damage rune. Maybe she wants to try to get out more and try to get herself a kill somewhere. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet is going to build towards a fast Hand of Midas. Doesn't have anything else in his bag, just going to go for the Hand of Midas. And Tinker should have his Boots of Travel already. Yeah, this is the start of hard to push down towers. I mean, yeah, the top lane has been deprived of towers. Both of them are down on the side of the Radiant team, but I don't think the rest is going to be so easy. In the meantime, we have KS as well as MLG. They're going to be going to this mid lane. They're going to be going for the Bat Rider, who takes a Gale. Going to try to flame break himself away. Gets a lasso up on the Brewmaster, who gets a burst. Like Brewmaster already down. No ultimate for him. Templar Assassin is going to get the Bat Rider. Venomizer getting the last hit. In the meantime, Epicenter being casted, chasing down the Templar Assassin. Meld damage, doing what it can. Will there be another burst strike? No mana for that just yet. Right click's going to go on, and that's enough. And it's the Tinker that picks up the kill. And that is 2 for 1. Bat Rider for a Templar Assassin as well as a Brewmaster, and that is not a good trade for Flash. They lost 2 of their carries, slash semi-carries, and the Queen of Pain didn't die there from their semi-carry slash carry. So definitely good trade. Only losing the Bat Rider. Of course, it's not a fun thing to lose a Bat Rider because he is one of those heroes that is also farming. But you know, if you're gonna get 2 kills instead of that one on the TA as well as on the Brewmaster, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Queen of Pain level 6, let's see, she picked up her Sonic Wave, so it's going to go aggressive, going to find the Nature's Prophet, Sonic Wave, one more right click needed, bam, you're dead! Queen of Pain picking up the kill, and that is DSF taking the advantage, and making sure that Nature's Prophet is going to have a harder time farming, even though his Hand of Midas is complete right now. Venomizer word being placed, they want to push down this tier 1 tower. They're going to have to deal with the Tinker soon, though. Tinker already TPing in, he TP'd to the tier 2, so being very careful here. And is going to just send through some Marching Machines probably. As he only got those at level 1 though. That's quite unusual. But still, I mean, if you are a hero, you don't really see those Marching Machines. So you, I mean, you don't see what level they are at. So it's just as dangerous, and you just kind of scare people off with it. Nature's Prophet's proud in. Rockets will fly, lasers will fly, and that is one more hit needed. A couple more hits needed. They're actually not going to chase that Nature's Prophet cooldown on TP. 4 heroes were there, but not getting a kill on the support Venomizer, which is quite unique. Brewmaster level Level 8 still. Needs about 150 gold to be able to get that Blink Dagger. Still pretty close to it. Tide Hunter 600 gold up on him. We've got the Templar Assassin still happily farming. Has got something in Donkey to take home, and it is a bottle. And she doesn't want to take that home. She will. Maybe later on she wants to, but right now she just wants to have it in her bags and not yet have to worry about anything. Brewmaster, sorry, Bat Rider, all these bees, has picked up a Dust of Appearance, and that's only for the Templar Assassin. If Templar Assassin is gonna melt somewhere, Dust of Appearance will be there to get her out. Meantime, Queen of Pain has got herself some nice last hits. 33 last hits. Has died once. It's actually not that impressive. Brewmaster's Blink Dagger is complete though, but yeah. Queen of Pain doesn't have that much just yet. I'm actually going to just put up, wrong button, that one. Net worth is so much more important now with all those towers down as well as with kills on either sides. And we have got indeed Butcher Travel Tinker, who is going to just continue pushing, making sure the towers are not dropping. And we just saw, of course, this guy picking up his Blink Dagger, which will mean that they're going to try to force out some team fights, I think. VR, rockets, or just DP. Batrider's just gonna farm by himself. Illusion Room being picked up or activated by the Templar Assassin, and they're gonna try to push down his tier 2 slightly, but the TPs are gonna come in, and it's KYXY, and he's a Tinker, so he will just be able to defend that. And of course the Sand King was standing there too, ready to Burrow Strike in to do something crazy there, but he didn't even need to do that, because they already backed off. And the Sand King himself, he managed to pick up some boots, as well as a dust, so maybe we'll see some action going off from there soon. And dust also up, sorry, smoke, I mean, of course. Smoke also up on the Venomancer.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Both teams thinking alike right now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Hasten me to battle.
And I'm curious to see when they're going to be going for that Brewmaster, because now they have a Blink and Clap in hand of God going through for the bottom lane. They want to try to save the Venomancer, they're not going to be able to do so. The Tinker picking him off, and Venomancer himself not able to pick off the Tinker off. In the meantime, mid lane going off, Brewmaster also being used there, Bat Rider getting stunned. There could be a Burrow Strike soon upon Iwa if they want to. There's a Yule Scepter up on the Tinker, should be helping staying alive, but the Sand King, he's not so lucky, he's gonna go down, gets a Burrow Strike off, though still alive, 10 HP, but there's a Clap, getting the last hit, Rockets will fly, Tinker comes in, Bat Rider doesn't have a lasso anymore, cannot do anything here apart from just make some fire happening. And that is 1 for 0. With 6 for 7 right now in favor of Flash. And they're actually come back. Gale goes through on the Tinker. He cannot TP out right now. Doesn't have any mana left and will drop for the first time in the game. And the TA picking up the kill.
Radiant's middle tower.
They have got 1k gold in favor of Flash, which is really, considering the state of the game, I mean, they are 2 towers ahead. They are 2 kills ahead. And then only 1k gold ahead. That is not something that you should be seeing. It should be a lot more Gale. Not hitting on the Bat Rider, was too fast for him. And Lasso still on cooldown. Sticky Napalm doing what it can. And we have someone coming in from the side. Santine looking for a Burrow Strike, not going to be doing it though. Gush still hits on the Windrunner, sorry, Venomancer, but that's not going to be able to do anything anymore. In the meantime, bottom lane, it is the Nature's Prophet who's just continuing farming. Has managed to pick up some boots, he's got 1200 gold. And is of course going to try for that split push, if they can get it. There is in the meantime no towers down yet on Flash. Like none at all. And when Nature's Prophet starts pushing down those towers, that will change very rapidly. In the meantime, I'm gonna see Queen of Pain if she's gonna pick up that guy. I don't think so. I'm gonna be drinking some stuff though. 2 seconds.
With me.
Hey, I thought I was following the Nature's Prophet, but no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Sand King got 250 gold, 7 last hits, woohoo! And of course he's got himself a magic wand, which is definitely not bad, you know. Maybe he wants to get a bracer at some point or something, maybe even a Blink Dagger, but he needs to start farming something. Right now there's not that much space to farm though. It is the Nature's Prophet that's farming in the jungle. We have now on the bottom lane the Tinker farming. And of course the thing about a Tinker is, I mean, Tinker will get gold very fast, that's why he's a Tinker, and he has the famous 3-3-3 build. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, it is a smoke. But it is known that the Tinker is one of those heroes that, you know, can get can get his farm up fairly fast, but he'll do that at the cost of farm of other people, and that is of course a bit of a shame. Let's see where these people wanting to go. Tidehunter is of course level 6 and wants to, or level 8 now, wants to use his Ravage. Sand King wants to use his Epicenter if he has it, which he does, and there's the Burst Strike, hits on the Tide, hits on the Venomancer ulti, still hits, and there's the Ravage being used. Hits on the Brewmaster as well, though, who doesn't have an ulti for another 2 seconds. It could be a Burst Strike soon. And that's Queen of Pain trying to get the kill. Burst Strike through, Dust is being popped. TA gonna come in, clear it out. And Brewmaster actually got the last hit, and the rest of the team was already backing out. And that might be a Tier 1 tower. Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave blinking and gets the last hit on the Pet Rider as well. And now has to start backing up. She can blink away again though, has 15 stick charges, does not have to back up just yet. Rocket will fly, Brewmaster ulti, hits on the Tinker, stun, and snare. Kill should be enough. Laser will still go off, but it's the Brewmaster that gets a killing spree from this encounter right here. And that is 3 kills in one fight, I believe. Yeah, or at least 2, sorry. It's 2 kills in one fight, and Brewmaster back to his normal self. And now all the Tier 1 towers, apart from the bottom Tier 1, are down on the side of Flash. There are, however, 3 towers now in favor of Flash, and Flash looking good in this match, to be fair. I mean, the team fight that's supposed to be coming off from the Radiant team is just not there yet, and they don't have that Templar Assassin / Brewmaster. Well, they have kind of Brewmaster thingy, but they don't have the Templar Assassin thingy with the damage going through. And I say thingy because I'm not really sure what the name is. Templar Assassin role hero, like there is no Chaos Knight or something like that. Nothing that mid-game throws out massive amounts of damage. But yeah, at least Tinker can still farm, and of course, if he gets big enough, then Tinker will be able to carry this, or should be able to carry this. Ice has managed to pick up some wards on his Sand King. Let's see if we can find some more items on the Radiant side. Doesn't look like it though. Tidehunter picked up the hood. Headdress, probably gonna go for a hood. Could also be a mechanism, but you know, on a Tide it's more common to see him having a hood. Chen in the meantime finished his mechanism already. In the meantime, bottom lane has some trouble going on there, or does it? Nope, not just yet. Queen of Pain still hanging around though. Laser, Rockets will fly. Should be fine. We have an admin disconnected from the match. It should be fine. In the meantime, mid lane is not so fine. Hand of God going through. Epicenter being casted. Venomancer Nova going through. Venomancer gonna get picked off, but he already did his ultimate anyway. Nature's Prophet picking up his kill. And the rest seemingly trying to get away. Last two on the Brewmaster, but Bad Rider landing a fire break. Is he gonna be able to get away? He's got 29 HP, but here comes the Chen creep. Should be killing him off. One more hit needed, and that is indeed Chen picking him off. In the meantime, the Templar Assassin went down to the Nature's Prophet. We have got a Sand King trying to get away. Doesn't have a Burst Strike anymore. Looks like the Radiant Dire thing that they do though. Nice and snare from the Tinker, who doesn't have rockets just yet. 14 seconds left for that, and that's the Gush finishing off the Chen. Here comes the Queen of Pain. Hello, Nature's Prophet. And that is a dominating Brewmaster picking that one up as the slow hits up on ice. But the Burst Strike goes through the invisible Queen of Pain, who goes down instantly. I don't think she knew that was a ward here. And snare from the Sand King, and there's gonna be claps all around. Gale going off on the Tidehunter. He does have Ravage if he wants to use it, he could. And there's no ultimate up on this Brewmaster either, and the Ravage will get the kill. Triple kill for the Tide. Is he done yet? I don't think he is. Rockets will fly, will hit on the Venomancer. The chase zone trap is not going to hit. Well, is actually going to hit on the Sand King, and blinks in afterwards. It is the TA that's looking for a kill. Pop to Dust. There's some last two though. They want to go for her, and the Dust was actually from the Radiant side, and that is Bad Rider picking up the kill. Burst Strike hitting on Flash. It is Orange that is definitely chasing this fight into their favor. This is a long team fight, people. And respect for Tidehunter for waiting so long before his Ravage, because he didn't know exactly if the cooldown of Brewmaster was offline yet or up yet. It was very close. It was like 10 seconds. But yeah, that was a pretty good fight for them. I mean, they managed to pick off everybody, and even some, I believe, twice. With Queen of Pain, Brewmaster, Templar Assassin, and Venomancer, the last 4 to drop. And that's like all 4 heroes there. The only one that wasn't there was the Chen. So good job indeed, and as that gave a lot of gold towards his Tinker. He now almost has a Blink Dagger, so might even go for that before building something else. That would definitely be worth it also. 1100 gold up on the Bet Rider. Let's see what the rest has got with all the money that they got from the last fight. Hello, Maelstrom. So that will be the start of a Mjolnir for the Nature's Prophet. Going for that semi-carry build. Sand King didn't get that much. Actually got 1200 gold. That's pretty decent. As we saw earlier, that he was a bit lower than that. Regen rune up by the Bet Rider. Queen of Pain trying to chase it down. It's going to blink away now that he knows that the last two was up, and Bet Rider wanted to try to go for that one. Not going to be able to do so. Ward up by the Radiant side, Dire side rather. And there's a pause. It's actually a very good pause because I need to drink something again. I'm starting to notice my lack of sleep like massively, and it's not really good. So you're going to hear that sound. Hold on. The pause came out from the Radiant side, from Orange. Looks like Flash wants to pause as well, though. In the meantime, in the pause, I'm going to just show you the graphs while I drink some stuff, okay? Yes. So the gold is still, it's so even, and this is the team fight that we just saw. Orange taking it back. Like, massively. Even though it wasn't that much in disadvantage for them, but it was it was a big spike up. And I will show more on the experience graph indeed. It was very even up until that point, and then bam, massacre. And of course Flash was in favor of kills earlier, and now it's a bit even again, but you get kills later. And you kill stuff off later. Later kills that give more experience because the level that you kill off are higher. It's just that simple. So that's why the spike is up is so much bigger than, you know, than you might think so. I'm still not. Why am I talking when I said I would be drinking? That's so weird. I'm still drinking. It means that nobody's getting killed. I hope. Scaleway X5. Picked up a 4-staff. Little talisman there. Oh, he's not going for what I'm thinking I'm going. He's going for TP in from a Brewmaster. They want to be on this bottom lane. They're... Wow. 2 people TPing in. There's now 4 people on the bottom lane for Flash. They really want to get this last tier 1 tower by the looks of it. But this is only 112 HP. And we actually have Queen of Pain already rotating back to the mid lane. Gets spotted by the ward though. And we have Brewmaster rotating through the Roche pit to maybe try to get some tomatoes in the meantime. Last 2. And that's gonna be a kill. Temper Assassin getting picked up. Tidon to picking up the Venomancer. And that is an H Prophet TPing in there. All of a sudden 4 heroes for Orange here as well. But the rest of Flash already backed off. And maybe this will be the end of the tier 1 tower on the side of Flash. Because, you know, this would be the first tower that goes down on their side, if it does go down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Here comes the Brew. He has got the blink. He's got the ulti. Blinks in. Collapse. Splits. TP in from the Venomancer. They're gonna try to find someone. Rockets will fly. They find a Tinker. Sonic Wave. Ravage being used though. Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage. Has to back out. Has not got a blink. Or has got a blink again. Will be safe. User bottle charge is gonna run right into the Marching Machines. Has to back out once again. A Tinker gets picked up by the Beastmaster. Brewmaster rather. Templar Assassin ending the Tidehunter's mega kill streak. And that is a fight 2 for 1.
Invisibility.
Actually, Venomancer died there, but came back very fast. Very fast. So that was a good fight for Flash, and again, I mean, they still don't lose their tower. They now lose their tier 1 tower top. Nature's Prophet, of course, split push power in the house. In the meantime, it's going to be Sand King that was trying to hide. Not able to do so. There's too many heroes of Flash around here. And that's the last hero here picked off on this bottom lane, and they are gonna go to Roshan with this, and they can. I mean, Ravage is on cooldown. Yes, there's an epicenter, but there's just no chance that Flash is gonna be countered for this one. TP is gonna come in from the Tidehunter, though. It looks like they might want to chase it, want to contest it. But look at the speed at which Roche is dying. And they are still definitely able to take it, and TA picks up the Aegis. And right now we see them backing off again, even though they smoked up, trying to go for something. And it looks like Flash might be wanting to go for the mid lane if they're sticking together. I mean, not farming just yet. We have got Centaurs up for the Chen as well as one Wildkin.
Is under attack.
If they wanted to try to push, they could have, but the smoke's still up for for Orange. Both Yamate and Ice going towards the top lane. They're by themselves, so there's 2 people from them there and 4 of Flash in this jungle, so that might be quite painful if they indeed find someone there, and they gotta find someone there. It's gonna be Queen of Pain. Lincoln, gosh, lasso, anchor smashes, and that is the Nature's Prophecy ultimate helping out Tinker coming in, and it is a kill so fast. You can't even say Queen of Pain before she dies.
Dire's middle tower.
And it looks like this tier 2 is gonna be taking some pressure. Here comes the support in though. Flame Break going off, Venomancer placing some wards, getting a Gale from the Thailand too. But there's the Martian Machines, and I don't think Venomancer wants to really die. This blink in from the Brewmaster doesn't have his ultimate just yet though. Slow doesn't hit anymore, that's the slow that hits. Flame Break will still hit, actually puts KS closer towards the Thailand too, who wants to put on a clap if he can. Doesn't get it though. There's the trap, that hits for 50%, and there goes the Ravage. It's the Chen that already died. TP out from the Tidehunter will not work anymore. TA picking him off. Gem dropping on the floor, getting picked up as well, and Bedrider trying to do what he can. Tinker TPing back in, looking for fights, looking for kills, not gonna find them. And Gem got picked up by the Venomancer. Tinker still chasing. Burst Strike hits up on the TA. Epicenter being channeled, and there he goes. Aegis being popped. In the meantime though, again, split push coming off of Nature's Prophet. He's pushing the bottom lane, push down the tier 1 tower. And it's gonna be Tinker that's taking a lot of damage, forced up forward, and it's the Venomancer Flake Ward that gets last hit. Sand King cannot hide here. And he goes down to the TA, and that is slight overextension from Orange. I mean, they turned around and fought, and as soon as they saw Flash was backing off, they should not have chased. And that's what ended up killing them at the same time. I mean, this entire lane. This is what you get when you have a fight and Nature's Prophet's not there. He's gonna push your towers. And all of a sudden, towers are even again. And that will mean that this gold graph is like, spike up. This is the gold from the towers, not the gold from the kills. Kills weren't that much in favor of them. I do think we might see the gold graph drop down a bit again, slightly. Because there were quite a bit of kills being done also by Flash, but we'll find out shortly, as this is actually the update that's already there, so this is all the gold that we see. Experience graph shows it a bit more clear. There's the drop down from the kills that they lost. Just 5k in favor of Orange though, still in favor of them, even though, well, the TA is getting quite big. BKB completed, so yeah, they're gonna try to get it again. I mean, they have Blink Daggers up on the Sand King now as well. They have like a Blink Dagger army. Sand King, Bedrider, Tidehunter all have Blink Daggers, and they can just, like we saw on the Queen of Pain earlier, she got picked off so fast. 3 heroes can blink in, the other 2 can TP in. That's the way it goes. And they're gonna look for kills. They're gonna look for coming in from behind, from the Chen, as well as the Venomancer. And there's gonna be more supports incoming. But we do have a Brewmaster ultimate this time, as well as a temp processor with a BKB. So that might change something around. 5 heroes in the mid lane from Flash. Do they want to be taking this team fight? I am not so sure. They only see the Tinker here, and Tinker is sticking around. He's gonna build towards the Sheep Stick. We still have it. It would be 3 vs 4, by the way. Nature's Prophet, if he's not gonna be there, he's gonna be pushing bottom lane. But yeah, they're still hanging around. There's of course wards here for the Radiant side only. They do not know where they are. The blinks are on there. Is there gonna be a smoke? Yes, there is. Queen of Pain also getting a smoke, and they're gonna go towards the bot lane. And right now they lost them, so they cannot be standing around here anymore. Who are they gonna find? Are they gonna find the Tinker? Tinker already fought and find himself a better spot to hide out. Nature's Prophet just TPing towards the top lane, and the smoke looking to be a failure right here because they cannot find anybody. It is still Orange that is being so patient. They're just hanging around here, waiting for something to happen. And of course they will be able to see it, and they have to walk through this though. They don't have vision, and now they see it. And that's gonna be a, Gale not hitting there, nice dodge, and that's the last 2 on the Venomancer. Burrow Strike, Epicenter, Ravage, Cautious, Anchor Smashes, Chen down, Venomancer down, but the TA pops to BKB. Solid Wave going through, Sand King already dead, Tidehunter tries to TP out, will be able to make it out, barely. Queen of Pain can blink away if she wants to, Bedrider on the way out, 2 for 1. Sand King the only one to die for a kill up on the Chen as well as the Venomancer, or is it the only one? KYX Meister, oh, missed it on the high ground, there's a stun, here comes the Queen of Pain, and that is Tinker getting killed off, and the Queen of Pain getting the last hit. Okay, so that's 2 vs 2, that wasn't really worth it in the end. And they might be able to get a tier 2 from this one. In the meantime, Bedrider still on the back. Wonder what he's going to be doing in the meantime. Pushing coming in from the creep wave on the bottom lane might be something worse for Nature's Prophet to TP too, and he is not going to be TPing to this one because it's Queen of Pain that TPs there instead. And the tier 2 tower here will be left alone because of that push-in. Bad Rider blinking in. Is it going to be a lasso? Does he have it? No, 10 seconds. And he is running away, trying to. It's been really quick, really slow here. He does, of course, have his Firefly. Trying to get himself away there. Right clicks are going to go off. Oh, Flame Break up to the high ground. 3 stacks there, and there's a melt. There is not enough. Temper Assassin, are you able to back out from that one? I don't think so. No, blinking. Hello, Tide, who gets melt damage in the face as soon as he gets an Nature Prophet ultimate going through, and that is the Flame Break getting the kill. Tide Hunter gets a gush. He uses a gush, gets a burst strike on the Vetermancer, and that is not going to be a kill because Chen already sent him home. Chen himself, though, not so lucky. He is going to be trying to TP out. He will not be in time because the Nature Prophet is just right-clicking him down. Queen of Pain can blink away again in 1 second, and will do it. We should do it. Gets a burst strike first, though, and now she should do it. Thank you. In the meantime, from the back, here comes the Brewmaster. Does he have an ultimate again? No, 30 seconds for him. In the meantime, Queen of Pain not done just yet. Now blinks away. Here comes the Tinker, though. This is the Tinker TPing in. Rockets will fly. Will there be a laser? Yes, there will be a laser. Jam drops on the floor. In the meantime, it's still the Brewmaster that's still in his own jungle trying to get out. He is no longer in friendly territory. And he blinks and he gets away and dodges the rocket with that. Gem's still on the floor. I don't think the blink was there. Actually, there is. They notice it fall in there, or pause, Sand can pause in here. Well, this is a nice moment to pause. Thank you, Star. Who is gonna take the gem is the discussion right now. If there's lag, it's most likely Twitch right now, to be fair.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
I'm gonna try something just in case. We're gonna follow the Tinker in the meantime. He's gonna be in and out of fights anyway. Oh, wait a second. I'll be a lag anyway. We'll follow the Tinker. 2 seconds. Well, I am back. I was not dropping any frames, by the way, but I did disconnect my housemate. There we go. See that work? If that works, could be. We have got ourselves a Nature's Prophet that is pretty damn farmed. He's got himself a BKB as well as a Demon's Edge. And oh, I feel like I missed something. There we go. That's what I missed. And we have got ourselves a team that is maybe looking for a kill here in the jungle. They have 5 heroes rotating around Roshan. Roshan is up almost again, just needs about 2.5 minutes actually, 2 minutes. So they're a bit early for that. They already ward though, so that will be something. And did they have the gem again? I don't think so. You have got Brewmaster who got himself an Aghanim, so his ultimate off cooldown a bit earlier again every time, which is very needed because there's a lot of fights in this game. And there's of course a lot of teamfight coming off from Orange, and it needs a lot of teamfight to throw back at them, and that's the Brewmaster ultimate right there. I've got a pipe up for the Venomancer, nothing else yet on the Temper Assassin. I realize that there's been so much action that we haven't really talked about the items that as much just yet. I mean, we saw the Blink Dagger force that Boots of Travel, not also up on the Bed Rider. Queen of Pain in the meantime managed to kill off the Nature's Prophet by himself. There was a Lincoln Sphere being used there, and of course Ultimate Orb is already up on her as well, and the Lincoln Sphere, not sure where it was used. Maybe the Sprout was targeted there. Could be the case, of course. And Sand King, he picked himself up a Blink Dagger, tied onto Blink Dagger. We saw that pipe up on that side as well. As where are they going? Blink in, lasso, Chen, he's gonna be down. Nature's Prophet by his back, he wants to be here again. Gil goes through the Tidehunter, who does have his Ravage, of course. Still, we have Veterman taking a lot of damage, pops up his pipe, pops up his ultimate, but will still drop to the Tinker. And that is the fight that will be determining who gets this guy right here as soon as he spawns. Brewmaster can still blinking, clap ulti though, and Temper Assassin definitely not hopeless either. Maybe they can still do something here, but they miss their Chen, they miss their heal. And the counter wording already done here. The gem of true side picked up by the Batride, of course, that we saw dropping earlier. It's pretty decent there. This is Lead forced half out, doesn't want to be here. Picked up his ultimate herbs, is gonna go for a sheep stick in the meantime. TP in here from the Nature's Prophet, gonna help try to take down this Queen of Pain, getting revenge for early, but she blinks out. Will be in time. No, will not be in time because the burst strike is there, and that's the neutral Ursa Warrior. 4 heroes here of the Radiant team, 4 heroes of Orange, and it is the Ursa Warrior that gets the last hit in the Queen of Pain. That is quite impressive. I don't think I can call that skill though, but it was very nice. I need to drink a bit more. Oh, thought I selected the type. In the meantime, Venomancer, Blazing Words, picked up Dust. Of course, with that Sand King, as soon as he's there. Oh, that was a fast one. TA, by yourself, Roshan. Unaware of by the rest. I mean, she was able to blink in the pit from a safe location. I mean, Sentry Ward being placed there. Blink in the pit, blink out as soon as she's done. Save Roshan for the Dire team. The Dire team, that's definitely on the back foot right now. 7,500 gold in the favor of Orange, and 7,500 experience also in favor of Orange. So it is a game in favor of Orange. I have to say though, I mean, it's team fights that they're winning with. Like every single time, somehow, if there's gonna be a gank, it turns it out into some kind of team fight, and everybody is able to be there. And that's just, you know, that's the strength of their team. Of course, Tinker and Nature's Prophet, they can just TP in as soon as you're 1 versus 3. Then all of a sudden there's 3 versus 3, and there could be people coming in. There's so many blink daggers. This is such a mobile team. It's very hard to fight against that for Flash, and they need to be able to pick off heroes 1 by 1, because team fight wise, if you compare the two, it's not going to be in favor of Flash regardless. And if you then want to pick up heroes 1 by 1, well, I just said, like, if you have 1, then all of a sudden there's 3, because there's people TPing in, blinking in, you cannot catch them alone. It is a very difficult team to fight against. So you see them a bit looking for ways in, looking for kills, and looking for things to pick off. As Batride is going to be buying something in the side shop. No, didn't. Sand King is though. Picked up himself up a point booster. Maybe going for an Aghanims as well. Sheepstick completed up on the Tinker. Let's see what the Nature's Prophet has. He's got his Chrysalis, so that is a Daedalus complete indeed. In the meantime, it is the mid lane that's going to have this last tier 2 tower a bit under pressure here. Because people are standing around here. Sand King waiting for a way in, Batrider waiting in the winds, and of course Tidehunter as well. These are the 3 heroes that do not have TPs in. So they're just gonna stand here, wait for someone, while Tinker and Nature's Prophet push out the lanes. And as soon as the fight starts, Tinker and Nature's Prophet will be here. It's that simple, and it's that deadly as well. Rockets will fly, we're hitting the Venomancer, we'll be forced back a bit again, marching the machines, killing off stuff here. Killing off creeps, and they're just waiting until they can go in. Actually, they smoked up. They're looking for something. Where are they gonna find people though? I mean, in their own forest, there's nobody there. Of course, they don't know that, obviously, because they don't have map hack like I do. But yeah, they can't see anything, so they don't know that there wasn't anybody there. So it's a bit of a failed smoke. As I mean, you can see Flash. Where can they farm? Where can they hide? Nowhere. They smoked up themselves now, near a sentry ward, so making sure they're not being seen, and they are gonna be trying to find something for themselves, also going to their own jungle. But where are they gonna find people? Queen of Pain already blinked out of that one. It's gonna be finding the Tidehunter. But then again, Tidehunter, I mean, if you want to pick up a hero, which hero would you want to pick up? I think it would be the Sand King, maybe. Oh, blink in. Who are they gonna find? Blink out. Gale. BKB first though. Nice one. Pops the Sprout. Doesn't hit anything. Blink in. Ravage. Hand of God going through. Damage going through. It is the Brewmaster that's gonna be harassed first. Rockets will fly. Laser as well. Here comes the Epicenter. Burst Strike. Brewmaster dead before he can pop his ulti. Dust being popped. It is the TA that will have her Aegis used. With the Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing through. Sand King trying to get away with their fighting in the marching machines. Not ideal for sure. Sonic Wave going through. Nature's Prophet picking up the Venomancer on the side. And it is the TA that's already back on full HP. Monster BKB now. He's gonna try to find some people to kill off. It is the Nature's Prophet that still goes down to the Queen of Pain. And the Queen of Pain TP's out again. They don't get the tower. They don't get anything apart from a buyback from the Brewmaster. A Brewmaster who came in again and then worked out again. Didn't even use his ultimate. Wasn't there in time anymore. And that's of course the deadliness of not having tier 1 towers anymore. Or not having boots of travel like Yamate has, or like the Tinker has, or, you know, build-in teleport would be handy too, and then Nature's Prophet. Are there gonna be more boots of travel? That would be hilarious, by the way. Tidehunter, oh, hello. Refresher Orb. And I think the buyback status is like way more important right now, because we just had I think a massive team fight. We had everything used, apart from the Brewmaster ultimate. But the Ravage was used, Epicenter was used, BKBs were used, Sonic Waves, you know, you name it, was done. Channeled, of course, as well as the mechanism. In the meantime, oh, hello! Just gonna be safe. Gonna be safe. Everybody's safe. Side the bicep on the Queen of Pain. In the meantime, tier 2 tower, last tower still standing. Creeps just take care of it. No heroes around. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, that was a massive team fight. But not that many people died, to be fair. Not that many heroes dropped in that fight. Of course, there were kills back and forth. Not really one secure winner. No towers taken in return. I mean, the tower that just got taken, I mean, that's just a creep getting it. Whoa, nice blinking. Almost caught the Tidehunter, but he blinked first. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see that more often, and as long as there's buybacks up, there's now only buybacks for the Batrider as well as for the, well, Batrider not anymore, he just bought something. Oh, Gale going through, gonna try to TP out, should be fine. Oh, Venomancer being turned into a chicken. That's the side of the Vice, you can just do that anytime, so it's just forcing it back. Push in from the Nature's Prophet, it is... I almost feel sorry for Flash. Like, if you want to go for team fight, you know, you're getting juked, you're getting dodged, and they don't really fight back. Unless now, wait a second, they just TP in. Venomancer gonna take a lot of damage, pops the dust before he dies, as well as his ultimate. But is it Chen? Is he gonna be able to get away? Hand of God going through, still fighting. It is the last two on the Templar Assassin. No refraction for you anymore because you're in the fire, and it is a Tidehunter that picks him up. 3 heroes down on the side of Flash. Anchor smashes going through. Creeps are getting killed off. And it is the Nature's Prophet that is in the base, is going to heal up, is going to be coming back here shortly, as well as, well, the other 4 are already here. Tanker will be back in a moment as well. They're going to just push into the top tower. Pause in. Nice pause for Flash. I was going to say, I mean, if you're Flash, if you want to try to go for team fight, you have to leave your base. You have to go somewhere mid lane where they went earlier. Try to go for team fight. And they dodged it a bit first, and they took it later on. That's so fine. But you'll have on the one side a Tinker that might be split pushing you, Nature's Prophet that might be split pushing you. Worse, they could both be split pushing you on the 2 different lanes that you're not on. And you know, it's just very annoying to fight against. And yeah, if you don't have a head-on-head team fight, you're going to be ravaged, you're going to be epicentered, and you need more BKBs than what they have right now, because that is something that's the thing to do against the Ravage, against the Epicenter. But are there BKBs? Not on the Brewmaster. There is of course one on the TA. She still died though. She died 7 times in this entire game. Queen of Pain doesn't have a BKB, does have a Lincoln's, but you know, you'll still get hit by the Ravage, you'll still get hit by the Epicenter. And Chen, you know, he doesn't have BKB. He would be happy if he had an Aghanims. That would be really useful because he needs that heal every 30 seconds basically. Pulse is going to go off again, so we're going to see tier 3 tower being pressured, as I do think it will go down. Nature's Prophet TPing as well, Tinker coming back as well, more Treants being created, and that will be creeps going down. Brewmaster will still be there as well, just like the Sonic Wave is still there on the Queen of Pain. If they want to use it, it would just be used for defensive thingies, and yeah, you know, pipe. Look at that, it barely does any damage, and they don't care about heroes. Blink in, Brewmaster ult, well, that's what they care about. Now they back off, and then Nature's Prophet being turned into a chicken. Piglet rather, and he will drop for sure. Brewmaster picking it up. Rockets will fly. March of the Machines. Maybe we'll stop them from chasing. Rockets will still fly. They're still chasing, and that is the Fire Panda already down. Air Panda puts in Batrider up in the air for 6 seconds. DPR from the Tinker. That's Batrider being back on the floor. Tidehunter still there. Blinks in. Ravage goes for it. Brewmaster still there though. Gonna put a Yule Scepter or sorry, a Tornado up on the Tidehunter. There goes the Venomancer again. Chen will be going down there as well as he's probably just got a double kill. He is just hitting stuff from the side. It's Bedrat that gets the last hit on the Brewmaster, however, and now they can continue pushing in the meantime. It is the Templar Assassin that is hiding in the trees. He does have a TP. He has a cooldown on it though, 16 seconds before he can be back inside his own base, unless he wants to walk right past this mess of heroes right here. And Tinker now TPing back in as well. The tier 3 tower will drop, and these barracks will drop as well. And yeah, Queen of Pain, she cannot do anything Sonic Wave on cooldown, and she does not have an Aghanim, so she cannot do anything. And the gold crafter, this is experience first, 15k in favor of Orange, with 14k in favor of gold for Orange as well. And that's the first sets of barracks going down. Are they gonna rotate towards the next set, or are they gonna be backing off with like buildings? They're gonna be the one for Ice to get. You know, it increases your GPM, gold per minute, a lot. So that's what Ice wants to do, and he gets one as well. Well, good for you, Tide. He blinks away from that one, as now they're backing up. They want to go for a team fight again, or at least want to get some extra kills before they go in again. They find a lasso on the Queen of Pain. Here comes the rest. Rockets will fly. Burrow strikes will hit. Flame break. Queen of Pain gets turned into a piglet as well. Like every disable that you can think of, and she doesn't have a BKB. China is going to TP out. Will be fine. Rockets will fly as well. Marching machines to do a lot of damage to them. Brewmaster goes down still. Burrow strike upon the Venomancer, who goes down to a laser, and it is the Chen that's gonna try to back out. I would not be surprised if we see a GG call anytime soon, because this is starting to get out of hand. And the GG is indeed called. But don't worry, this is a best out of 3, so we will see next game if Orange can force out a game number 3, or if Flash can force out a game number 3, or if Orange will take home a 2-0 victory over Flash here. It is, of course, the finals for the GosuCup Asia. And the winner will get $500. Second prize will get $300. And there will still be a third place decider as well between Invasion and Harosh, which will be happening after these finals. But for now, we're stuck with the finals. Aren't you sad about that? I'm not, for sure. But yeah, it was game number 1. In the end, convincing victory for Orange, as I would just like to say, like, this combination, Tinker, Nature's Prophet, like, it is so annoying to fight against, and there was just not enough counter push, not enough BKBs to deal with the team fight that came off from Orange as well as, Ravage. Yeah, the refresher is finally over. Epicenters, it's just insane, yeah. And that's gonna be 10% turning to chicken. It's fine though. We're waiting for Chen as well as the Venomancer to disconnect, or before they can take down this tower to take down the tier 4s and stuff. And we do see them going for that. As after this game, we'll jump into game number 2. If you want to find out more about GosuCup Asia, you can go to gosugamers.net/Dota2. On the right side of the page, you can find a banner. Under the banner is a link that says GosuCup Asia. You can click on that. That will take you to the event page. And you will be finding everything, including brackets, there on that page. And yeah, definitely go do that. My name is Sheever Gamers Caster. If you wanna support me, which you do, hopefully, then please subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. That is the way to support me. Just you have to click only one button. And yeah, we're gonna see Orange taking out Flash in game number 1. And Flash, they have to put everything on it to try and force out a game number 3. So we'll have more Dota 2 action coming your way after probably a very short break. But stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Coming up next, Orange versus Flash, game 2.